Hello, hello. Welcome to Boomer in the Burbs. My name is Belle, and I appreciate you being here. If you are new to the channel, why don't you just subscribe and hit that like button? Give the OG some love. I'm here trying to get it done for you. And my main reason for being here, as I've explained, and I'm going to say it again, is I have four main reasons. One is to talk to boomers and others. You can be 100 watching this channel, but this is to encourage you how to thrive, how to survive as a boomer in the suburbs. Because as I said before, we cannot all get to the country. That's what I want to do, but we can't all get there. So while I'm in the suburbs, I'm going to try to show you about thriving, gardening, talking to you about how to cash in on your passion. Uh, and I'm going to talk about some multiple sources of income. Is the main reason unsolicited advice. Now, this unsolicited advice is something that I'm giving you today. When you see me here in my little office on my sofa, I'm just telling you that there are some things that we're going to talk about. So today I thought I'd give a short presentation just about some of the things that I've gone through that might encourage you and inspire you to keep moving. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I have to reach for this. The first thing I'm going to do is to talk to you about not letting things get in your way. Today, we're going to talk about some books that I like to read and some things that have happened to me, just a little bit, not to bring any sympathy or any empathy to this. This is my 18th day doing this and can pick up some advice. All right, I'm going to show you these pictures. You ready? Can you see this? This is a picture of my car that I was in 2009. I was hit head on. Yep, head on, and had to be rushed to Grady. And I ended up having both my legs were broken, both my ankles were fractured, and I had a series of 10 surgeries, 9 of which to put me back together again. But that led me down the road while I was recovering to make a lot of drastic decisions in my life. All of them I won't talk about, but that led me to what I'm going to talk to you about today. Now, being hit like that, I was 60 years old when I was hit like that. And when I was that age, I really was healthy the main part of my life. But then I went to a place in Blairsville that's no longer there called Times of Refreshing, run by Shellam and Diane. And they helped me to see the world in a different light. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to the doctors now. You know, I had to go, but I also needed to know how to keep myself healthy. And so I developed interest in herbal medicine and books and things and just things to help me. So I'm going to share a few of them with you. The first one is home herbal remedies, which gives you a lot of guide into easy recipes using medicinal herbs. And my grandmama, she didn't, we didn't have a doctor like we have now with all these medical facilities. When I was coming up, my grandmama was the go-to on what to do if something happened, and my mama used her advice. Right, so she always went to home herbal remedies because also we grew up in Washington, D.C. for a major portion of our lives, and doctors came to visit you at your house. You didn't call a doctor unless you were low down sick. Otherwise, everybody had advice for you, and it didn't always mean going to the doctor. So I pulled some books here. Another one a friend of mine gave me. This is, if you can see it, it's called the Natural Remedies Encyclopedia. This is great. And then this is my go-to. That's why you can't put them all online because if the electricity goes down, what will you use? All right, and my final one that I really love that many of you may have seen is Prescription for Nutritional Healing. All of these books you can get online, but this one is the one that I go to for a lot of things, a lot of information in here about how you need to do things if you're suffering from certain things or you come across certain things. So, in my so called apothecary, I don't know whether you heard me yesterday doing my Super Seed Sunday, but boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, my subscribers, all my loving friends who are watching, all 50 of you, I'm going to tell you something. I was sick yesterday, but I was pushing it out, trying to get that video out to you because I knew it was going to rain. I needed the sunshine in order to demonstrate how the plants are doing or the seeds are doing, and they're growing just fine. We have to look out for our health. Now, yes, I do have a Kindle. I do have a Kindle. Yes, I do have a Kindle with plenty of books on it, plenty of information on it. In fact, I use my Kindle all the time. But what if the lights go out? What if the lights go out and the electricity goes out? Then what are you going to do? You need to have your books, as many of them as you can, for a reference. I used to read Danielle Steele, and I had every book that she ever wrote because I was an avid reader at one time. Anyway, you need to have some books. You need to have them around you and you need to keep them. And this is what I do to kind of keep up with my health. I also have a book called, 1 minute. All right, I had to pop off for a moment because I forgot this book. I thought I had everything together. This book is called Not Your Mama's Canning Book. And I found this out by following Mama Bear Prepping. Mama Bear Prepping. I think that's the name of her channel. And I bought this book because it has so many good ideas in it. You do know I'm also a canner. And there's a recipe in here called elderberry syrup. And if you know anything about elderberry syrup, it's very good for you. It's about $9 a small jar in Whole Foods and some of the other places I found it. But anyway, whenever I make something out of a book, I always say when I made it, and you can see I made that September 22, and then I also made it January of 23, and I preserved it, and I have some in my refrigerator. This is how it looks in the jar, and of course I uncorked the lid and took it out and I use it. And when I use it like this, I keep it in the refrigerator. And I think I'm going to take up the rest of this. And this is from about a year ago. I'm going to finish this off so that I can try to continue to keep my immune system up. Well, oh well, that's the end of this video. And I hope you got something from it. I hope that you keep living and just thriving in the best kind of way. And I'm going to keep on doing this until health tells me to stop. But not now, my lovely boomers and friends, not today. You know, this is not the day. Just do what you can do. I love you.